Another delectable home-cooked meal had just been devoured, and a 4-year-old Molly bounced impatiently in her seat as devotions were read. Immediately after Dad closed the Today, I jumped out of my chair, ready to embark on some new adventure. However, Dad had other plans. He informed me, "Molly, we are going to read in the living room now." I was obviously ecstatic. I rarely had my fill of books. I raced up the stairs and quickly gathered all of my best picture books into my insufficient arms. My personal favorite was The Monster at the End of This Book, featuring Grover. I sped back down the stairs into my dad's forest green armchair. I clambered up into his lap where something completely unexpected and undesirable awaited me. A chapter book. Dad explained to me that we were beginning a new journey through the Chronicles of Narnia by some guy named C.S. Lewis. I was less than pleased. I simply wanted to read through my books for the 1000th time. Why was that so hard for him to understand? Fortunately for future Molly, my dad is even more stubborn than I am. My books were set on the floor next to the familiar chair. I settled grudgingly back against my dad's chest as he opened the book and revealed a whole new world to me. Despite the fact that I went into Narnia for the first time completely against my will and with the terrible attitude of a rebuked child, I was mesmerized. The tradition thus began of reading one chapter per night. No matter how much I pleaded, my dad would only read one chapter to me. I was completely hooked. We voyaged through Narnia, and along with Laura Ingalls, both voyages I completed multiple times since then. In retrospect, I guess parents really do know what they're doing sometimes. At the time, I was simply enamored with the beauty of Narnia and captivated by what might happen next. However, there was something much larger at stake than just introducing me to the glories of a chapter book. My dad chose The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe as the first chapter book to read to me for a very specific reason. It is one of the clearest reflections of the story of salvation that exists here on this earth. I had grown up hearing about the saving love and sacrifice of Jesus Christ. Narnia showed this to me in a completely different way, at the same time as it fascinated me with its brilliance. C.S. Lewis exemplified through this novel the way in which authors can draw on sources as material for their work. In doing this, symbolism can play a major role in their writing. For example, in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Aslan is symbolic of Christ and his sacrifice. The White Witch, on the other hand, symbolizes the presence of evil. The story as a whole can be seen as an allegory for the Bible. An allegory is a story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning. So when reading, we should be vigilant, looking for deeper symbols, references, and allusions to other works of literature. Authors often draw inspiration from other works, interpreting and expanding upon them in new and exciting ways. Narnia is just one example of this.